The year 2012 is now behind us, and we all know that it was a difficult year. Africa has been through many problems. We remember the crisis in Mali and the splitting of the country into two. We remember the Marikana killings. We remember the languishing war in the eastern part of the DRC, the unresolved crisis in Cote d'Ivoire and in many other parts of the continent. You know about the poverty that is still massive and very troubling in many respects. And there are many other problems. But we also know that a number of great things happened in the year 2012. One of which is the change that occurred right here in Senegal with the strong involvement of citizens and young people in particular in bringing about change. A little bit along the lines of what happened in Northern Africa. You know about the elections in Ghana that went very well. We also know about many other good things that happened on this continent. Many things that remind us that we also have things to be proud of as Africans. The year 2013 is the year of the 40th anniversary of CODESRIA, 40 years of research and knowledge production in the service of Africa and for Africa. 40 years during which CODESRIA has done quite a lot in terms of research, published a lot of books and good journals, contributed a lot to debates on African issues and on global problems, and to the search for solutions to Africa's development problems. We'd like to take the opportunity of the celebration of the 40th anniversary of CODESRIA to urge the scholarly community of Africa to redouble our efforts to do more and better research on all the great challenges that our continent is facing. Because we still have a long way to go in terms of development and the building of strong democratic governance systems. This is the one continent where one can still wake up and be called a foreigner, even if he or she has always lived in the place where they've been called foreigners, even if the parents and grandparents have also lived there. Which means that the problem of citizenship is one of the problems that we still have to resolve. We have to resolve the numerous problems of mobility and communication on the continent, obstacles on the way of the movement of people and for work purposes or for academic purposes or for business-related purposes is still very difficult, which is not a good sign for a continent that is integrating. And the integration of our continent is a condition for Africa's development to the levels that we would want to see it happen. I'd like therefore to wish everybody a very happy and prosperous New Year 2013. We hope that this will be the year in which the research will receive greater attention from the policymakers of this continent, and that all those who can support it will do so. Because as we know, research and knowledge production are probably some of the most important keys to the transformation of our societies and to the development of our continent. The so-called emerging powers, when one looks at them closely, are countries that have invested a lot in higher education and in research, including social research and research in the humanities. It is therefore important that our governments in particular support African universities and support research and all research, applied research and basic research, because we need to understand the issues very deeply in order to be able to propose solutions. We therefore hope that research will receive greater support, that African universities will receive greater support, and that Africa will make greater strides towards integration, regional integration, and towards development. It just happens that as CODESRIA will be celebrating its 40th anniversary, the African Union will also be celebrating the 50th anniversary of the OAU Charter, which is a good thing. And we'll try to work with the African Union, as far as possible in seeing to what extent there could be joint activities as well. A happy new year to everybody. We hope it will be a year of peace and a year of progress and a year of further progress, in particular towards the integration of our continent.